by winter storms. Good evening, everyone. I'm Leslie Meddy.
And I'm Tom White. We'll get to our storm coverage, but first, new here at 10. Hateful symbols drawn on a woman's groceries, and she caught her neighbor in the act.
Yeah, KCAL News reporter Lori Perez live now for us with a story, Lori, you'll only see here on KCAL News. A lot of developments in this as you've been working so hard on this story all night.
That's right. And, you know, we do stories from time to time about neighbors feuding, but this goes way beyond that, with police looking into what they have classified as a hate incident.
Is there a problem?
What?
Is there a problem?
No.
Was that a Nazi sign?
No.
What is that?
I'm just walking by here. I don't know.
I saw you.
That was the moment on December 5th when Leah Grossman confronted her neighbor, Mark Nakagawa, seconds after her doorbell camera captured him leaning down and writing a swastika on a box of seltzer at her front door. Listen as he insists he doesn't know anything about it.
I have a camera. Like, what is that? What did you draw there?
I don't know.
Well, can you tell me what the shape is?
Mm-mm.
You can't tell me what that shape is?
No.
And I just shattered. You know, I just fell to pieces. And like, I've never shook like that before. Like my like toes were shaking, you know? Ugh, I get emotional thinking about it because it reminds me of like all the people I know and like my family and my children.
A single Jewish mom raising two boys under 12 suddenly faced with what she saw as anti-Semitism at her door. She says it happened not long after she says Nakagawa called her a fascist in a homeowners association meeting for hanging this flag after the attacks in Israel. When we went to ask him about it, he told us she called him a fascist, but didn't deny writing the symbol, trying to tell me he wanted to educate of it as a Buddhist symbol of love at 10:15 at night, and initially denying he knew anything about it. So, but even if I were to accept your contention that it's a Buddhist symbol and Hitler's the one that co-opted it, and you're acknowledging that Hitler co-opted it, to write that on the belongings of a woman, you certainly knew what she was going to think about it.
I don't know what she was going to think about it. Again,
you knew what she was going to think about it. You put a swastika on a Jewish person. I think you're trying to intimidate them, and it's a symbol of hate. It's recognized as a symbol of hate. Until last year, Nakagawa was listed as a pastor and senior leader in LA's United Methodist Church. He repeatedly insisted he didn't react. You surely know that people are not versed in the history of Buddhist symbols, so if someone sees that, they're going to think it's a swastika. I mean, it is a swastika.
No, it's not. And in fact, one of our other board members, who is also Asian, knew the history of that symbol.
Okay, but did you think that Ms. Grossman was going to know the history of that symbol? A Jewish woman?
I don't know.
Only after I flat out said, I do not believe you, did he acquiesce. If that were the case, you could have knocked on her door and said, I'm trying to extend to you this olive branch and teach you about, Sir, I frankly just don't buy it. There's no way that you thought writing that was like extending some sort of lesson about the origins of the swastika.
Right. The way I went about it, in hindsight, the way I went about it was not the right way to go about it. It was bad judgment on my part. I realize that.
That's why he says he stepped down as president of the HOA and tried to apologize to Grossman at least 3 times, which to her is not nearly enough. She went to police and says they told her it's a hate incident, but not technically a hate crime because there was no property damage.
What's going on in the world has really opened up just a crevasse of anti-Semitism. And I think people feel really emboldened to push Jewish people around. People just shouldn't get away with this.
Now, there is a real movement by some to take back the swastika as a sacred symbol by educating people about its origin. But I do not imagine that often happens in the dark of night, in secret, and leaving it without. We're live in West Los Angeles. I'm Lori Perez. Back to you.
Conversation is